Hey Karu, I'm not sure what the sound's going to be like on this, but I figured I'd make a video while I'm driving. As you can see, I am tailgating the camper van, which is what I enjoy most in life. We took the van in for service in Walla Walla, and that's, as you know, it's like a little less than an hour drive up each way. So when we went up to Brad and Linda's, or Mom and Dad's, I guess is the case may be, over the weekend, we have to drive through Walla Walla, and so we took the RAV4 up and dropped it off at the Walla Walla airport where parking is free, and left it there on the way up. And then when we came back on Sunday, driving through, we dropped the van off at the service place, brought the RAV4 home, and they did their work on the van, and basically they just did a full service, but it needed the radiator was leaking, and so it needed a new radiator. And because I put a custom bumper on it and some other stuff, it takes them a little longer to actually do that. And I think they have a policy where they won't order a part until they see that there's something wrong with it. Now, they had diagnosed the leaking radiator a year ago, and I had decided to put off replacing it because it was a kind of a pinhole leak at the time, and over the last year it's gotten more pronounced, which is why we finally actually had it done. But yeah, so Sarah and I drove up this morning. Took them a day and a half to get it done, and picked up the van, and we're driving home now. So what else is going on? I'm going to cut in footage. I've been cleaning up the back area a little bit, as I'm putting building the door for the cellar. And when we're up at Brad and Linda's, the last piece I needed for the door for the cellar is some metal roofing that I'm going to use for the cover of it. I built a frame out of extruded aluminum, which I'll take a quick video of and cut it in here. Interestingly, so I built the frame last week, and I was going to try to buy some metal roofing at a local shop, but nobody would cut it down to the size for me. And I know I talked to you about this. Actually, you recommended I ask Brad, and of course Brad had multiple pieces of metal roofing floating around the farm. Unfortunately, the green piece, which would have been perfect, was about 4 inches too short lengthwise. It was good width. And Brad also had a little tool which he called a nibbler, which is essentially an electric set of what do you call it? Sheet metal cutters. What do you call those? Snippers. I can't remember what you call it. Anyway, so I used that, and I didn't do a great job cutting it, but I cut it down close to size, which is good. And it's actually, that piece of metal roofing is in the back of the van because, of course, we were bringing it back from Brad and Linda's. So I will, when we get home today, I will pull it out and lay it flat and see if it's got any bends in it from sitting in the back of the van, and then I will attempt to fit it to my aluminum frame. Another aspect of that, though, and I wish I'd taken some pictures or video of this, but I bought online a set of hinges for the aluminum frame in a little kit. That's interesting. I wonder why the windshield wipers just came on and off. And I put 4 hinges on the frame, and it looked great, you know. And then I went back out to show Scott O'Daniel, and the 2 bottom hinges were broken. And these are like metal hinges, like cast metal, I think. And I don't know if it was what they're made out of exactly. But I think the ones that I got were cheap, you know, from some Chinese factory. So I bought replacement hinges from a different vendor. I mean, they cost like $4 or something online. And replaced those hinges, and the new ones seem to work. And I also noticed that the screws that came with the first set of hinges didn't lie flat when the hinges are closed. So the hinges close on themselves like a book. And I think the fact that the screws didn't fully didn't go in such that those would lie flat, and I suspect that created stress on the hinge, which is what actually broke it. Especially with the aluminum sticking out so far, it creates a huge levering effect, and it's not heavy, but you know, if you push from a distance, and you know how levers work, I don't have to tell you. Anyway, so yeah, that's the door for the cellar, and I will cut in footage of that. Our plan is actually to clean up the whole back of the house over the next 2 weeks, and because we've got stuff back there. We've got baseball gear from when the kids were playing baseball. We've got a whole bunch of stuff back there that we really don't need anymore, and we just want to clean the whole thing out. Actually empty out what's there now, maybe, and pressure wash the back of the house because it's filthy and covered with dust, and then get it cleaned up for before we go away for the summer. So that's my story for now. I'm sticking to it. I will make another video soon. Actually, yeah, I'll make another video responding to your videos, because I have enjoyed your videos, and I probably should respond to them.